Hi guys, I'm Maddie, and I am one half of Two Strangers Called Sisters, the other half being my best friend, but she isn't here right now because she is working this is Saturday, where I will be talking about ADHD, and she doesn't have it, and she will be in, future videos, but today will be the day that I'm just going to talk to you guys about ADHD, and one part I really badly want to talk about are the misconceptions, and stereotypes of ADHD, because we all know some of you guys have them, and if you have ADHD, you definitely encountered people who have these stereotypes. So let's get on to it. 10 myths, misconceptions, and stereotypes of ADHD. Number 1 being, people with ADHD don't want to focus. Now this is 100% not true. I have ADHD and I always want to focus. I always want to get the task done. I always want to be on top of things, and I always want to be focused on the things that are important for me to focus on. But now let's imagine that all the things I need to be focusing on, like work, school, studying, all this stuff is over here. And this is the beach. And my brain is this, the ocean, right? And this is my focus. And it's like the tide just pulls you further and further and further away until you're in open sea and you don't know where you are. That is what it's like. You basically get lost to your mind because you're bored out of your mind. And that's what it's like to not be able to focus. It's not that you don't want to. It's not like you don't try your hardest to stay focused. It's just you're getting pulled away and you're out in the sea. And as you get older, yeah, you learn how to control it, but when you're younger, it's harder. Number 2 is that we don't care about completing tasks. That is not true, otherwise there'd be no videos on this YouTube channel at all. I definitely care about completing tasks. It's just at the same time, and this is research proven, you can search it up, people with ADHD experience procrastination way worse than people without it. And it's like that procrastination so bad because you just always want to be doing something more fun and something that stimulates your brain more, like cooking or running or sports. It's just something's always better than just sitting down reading a book or sitting down and reading your textbook or sitting down and completing your project for work. It's not that you don't want to, it's just that you find it so boring and you could literally fall asleep just sitting at your desk like that. Misconception 3 is that you don't care about consequences. That is not true. Who doesn't care about consequences? If I don't do my project, I know I'm going to get a 0. If I don't do work at work, I know I'm going to get fired. Eventually. But it's just that people with ADHD, they don't process their decisions as much. It does not process. You just want to go straight to the fun thing. Fun thing. I just want to do the fun thing. Which is hanging out with friends. Project's not fun. Hanging out with friends, more fun. And so that's when you make the decision, go hang out with friends, or you make the decision, go to a party because it's so much more fun than what you're doing. But it's not that you don't care about the consequences, it's just that your brain makes a decision, or your brain thinks through things too fast, and you don't really consider where am I going to get the time for this? I just want to do this. And yeah. Misconception 4 is that people with ADHD don't try hard enough. That's not true. We try probably just as hard as you, even harder, because we need to focus more and we need to be on task more. So it's harder for us to focus, so we put way more effort into it. And when someone says you aren't just putting in the effort, it's like, what? I'm definitely putting in a lot of effort right now. You just can't see it. It's like telling a person who isn't fast. Well, they are fast. And then you have a person who's just naturally really fast. And you have this person who tries their hardest. They train twice as more, they train twice as more, they run twice as more. But no matter how hard they try, they'll never be as fast as this person. That's just the way it is. And it's like saying that this person doesn't try hard enough, even though they're putting in twice the amount of training. And that's what it's like. It's not that we aren't trying. We are trying. It's just maybe us trying isn't meeting your standards of what we should be able to do. And I'm not saying that we won't ever be as fast as this person, Because there are some situations where we'll be faster than this person, but there'll be some situations where we won't be as fast as this person. So don't ever tell a person with ADHD that they aren't trying, because they're definitely trying. Or ADD, sorry, I keep on forgetting that bit. Or ADD. Myth 5 is that parenting is one of the reasons why kids have ADHD. That is not true. I can say for a fact that my parents weren't lenient. Like, they wouldn't let me get away with all this stuff, like, from being a dick, because I was the 3-year-old kid that nobody wanted to babysit. They would babysit me once, and they would go running for the hills. And my parents have dealt with that kid for 17 years. And then in no way were they they didn't discipline me, like, terribly. I would get grounded and yelled at and stuff for doing stupid things, but there was never a moment where I would get away with something stupid. I was always my parents were the perfect parents, and I know that they try their hardest. And I'm not exactly the easiest person to deal with, and my parents have dealt with me, so that makes them amazing parents. And in no way are they the reason why I have ADHD. I definitely think it's something that you were born with and will continue having till the day you die. So thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you. 6 is that it's all in our head. Are you saying that I'm imagining the fact that I can't focus a lot? Are you saying that doctors are imagining this anomaly that occurs in children all the time? Right? Is that what you're saying to me? Because it's not true. It's not in my head. It's definitely there. And yeah, so don't ever tell someone it's all in their head. It's just a mean thing to say. Number 7, it really gets me. You guys have to tell me whether or not you think this one is true or not after I talk about it. People with ADHD are lazy and aren't smart. Thanks. But I have a list here of some very important people that I think you guys should hear. Emily Dickinson, a female poet. She is not smart because obviously to be a poet you don't need extensive English. And you're also too lazy to write those amazing poems. And along the poem side, we have Robert Frost, who is also a poet. And this one, obviously this person is too lazy. Benjamin Franklin. Obviously too lazy to become president, right? And he's obviously not smart. I mean, he was the president and all. Here's another one. I don't think this person's smart at all. I mean, he may have developed software. Bill Gates. He may have been one of the richest men in the world for the longest time, but I don't think he was smart. I mean, he had ADHD. Oh, another president. John F. Kennedy. I think he was the president. I don't live in the U.S., but I think he is. John F. Kennedy, obviously. I mean, he had ADD. He couldn't have been that smart. I mean, he was the president. Here's another president. Abraham Lincoln had ADHD. Elvis Presley, King of Rock. Well, very famous person. Obviously, he was too lazy to even get off his couch. Joan Rivers, obviously. Van Gogh had ADHD. Oh, I think I missed one. Did I? I think I did. Van Gogh, famous artist, too lazy. Those paintings that took hours of blood, sweat, and tears. Obviously, because he had ADHD, he was too lazy to do them. We also have here Mozart. Yeah, he had ADHD. Famous composer had ADHD. Obviously, he was just too lazy to even get out there and compose songs. I don't even know why he's on this list. I mean, Mozart. Robin Williams. Oh, what? Yeah, he had ADHD. What? He wasn't that great. Fucking amazing. Oh, yeah, this one. Well, the last two. The Wright brothers. The people who invented the airplane. Yeah, both of them had ADHD. Obviously, they aren't smart. They didn't have to go through a bunch of mathematics to be able to figure out how to get a plane off the ground in the air and have it stay in the air. You know, they weren't smart. Oh, obviously this person wasn't smart at all. Albert Einstein. You guys tell me whether or not you think people with ADHD are smart or dumb or lazy or not lazy. Tell me. Something that really annoys me is when people, this is number 8 by the way, number 8. I just put the crazy 8. I just put it in here because this is something that kind of annoys me, and like a lot of people say this, is that when someone is talking to you and they're like, oh, I just couldn't focus today. I think I have ADHD. You're like, what? You think you have ADHD? Okay, just can't focus for one frickin' day and you think you have ADHD. No, it doesn't work like that. It's like saying, I don't even know what to compare it to. Oh, I got a pain in my leg. I must have broken it. I got a bruise here. It's broken because, you know, yeah, that's what it's like. Sorry, man, that's just a bruise. It's not broken. That's what it's like. Yeah. So don't ever tell someone that you know with ADD or ADHD and you're just like, oh, I just can't focus today. It's like, oh, I think I might have ADHD. Oh, okay. You think you have ADHD. That's nice. I've had it forever, basically. Forever. You just think you have it today. I wish I could be you. No, I'm kidding. I love the fact that I have ADHD. Number 9 is the hyperactivity part of it. Not everybody with ADD or ADHD has hyperactivity. It's just something that's secluded to a certain amount of people. I have it, the hyperactivity part where I'm like all over the place. This is like my 600th time filming this where I just go off track and start talking about Peter Pan. Yeah. Number 10. I kind of already touched this down, like my opinion on it. And I've definitely had people tell me when I was younger, don't worry, you'll just outgrow ADHD. Oh, will I? I mean, it's something I've had since I was born. And I'm just going to obviously outgrow it. Like, do you think I'm going to outgrow my brown hair? Just one day it's going to come out blonde or red or black, dark brown? Obviously not. Or blue? Obviously not. It's going to be something that I'm going to have from when I was born to when I die. Like I said. And that is all of them. So, yay! If you are still here, hello. Thank you for watching this video because this is very important to me. And I promise you, all the other videos are probably going to be way more interesting than this one. I'm going to be doing skits and I hope I make you laugh because that's going to be my goal, and I hope it's still something you can relate to, and maybe if you're someone that knows someone with ADHD, maybe it's something you can relate to as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. All our links are down there, so we have our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Snapchat, and please comment down below if you're a person with ADHD or you know someone with ADHD. Tell me your stories, because I could probably tell you a bunch of stories of what people have said to me, I've had people make fun of me, I've had coaches not let me play, I've had a bunch of reasons. So if you guys want to hear those stories, just comment down below. And also comment down below your stories. What have people said to you? What have people assumed that you can and can't do? How have people treated you? If you're someone that knows someone with ADHD, what are your friends' stories or your kids' stories? Just tell them to me and comment them down below. And also Snapchat me your stories or tweet us your stories or Instagram us your stories. I don't know if that's a thing, but do it. Because I want to hear all your stories. Thank you so much for watching. Again, subscribe, like, comment. Like I said, I love you guys. Be yourself, stay original, and be unique as a snowflake. Because there's no one out there in the whole entire world that's better to be but you. Love you guys.